Hello and welcome to Newsmakers Studio. My name's Jacob.
And I'm Darian.
And we are hosts on one of Newsmakers' shows, Gaming Buzz.
That's right. We are also producers of many other shows too.
That's correct. And recently we purchased a whole bunch of new equipment for the Newsmakers Studio, and we thought it would be fun to show some of the equipment off and do some unboxing videos of it.
It's pretty exciting because we get to use all of this equipment too.
Yep, we get to produce much better content with our new equipment, and it's really exciting. And we wanted to share some of that excitement.
That's right.
So this is going to be one video in a series we're doing, so make sure to check out the other unboxing videos we're doing. Now, let's get started with the EVGA GeForce GTX 980 Ti ACX 2.0 SC+. That is a mouthful of a name for a very, very powerful graphics card. It's a GPU made by EVGA. It's very powerful. And we had a bit of a debate with this card. We were considering getting a GTX 1080 instead, which was recently released. But at the time that we bought this, the only cards available were the GTX 1080 Founders Edition cards, which are powerful, but not nearly as powerful as the third-party manufacturers' cards are going to be, like EVGA or Asus.
That's right.
So we figured the best option would be to go with the 980 Ti from the last generation, and it'll give us a really nice upgrade path to a 1080 Ti in the future. You ready to get started?
Yeah, so
I really like this box design. It's very black and subtle, but the reflection of the EVGA logo looks really nice.
it does.
Let's rip the cellophane off. Whoa. Here you are.
All right, on these boxes they have two different areas with very difficult to open tape. So you will most likely need a special tool or some kind of pair of scissors. There we go. So as I'm getting this out of the box, so why don't we run over some of the specs?
So the GTX 980 Ti is an upgraded version of the 980, and one of the big differences is it has extra CUDA cores for better processing. It actually has 2,816 CUDA cores, which is absolutely mind-blowing. At home, I use a GTX 960, which has not even half that. So it's definitely worth the money when it comes just to the CUDA cores. And they also have a really nice clock speed. The processor itself runs at 1100 megahertz and can be boosted just on the card up to 1200 without any third-party software. Oh, this way.
There we go.
So very, very powerful. And of course, they are all ready for SLI, so if in the future we ever want to run two of them together at once, we certainly can do so. So right off the bat, let's go with the big thing. It's the card itself.
Yes.
I really like the design of it. It has the nice black design with some very nice looking fans. I know I'm weird liking the design of fans, but they do look really nice.
Yeah, the computer, the part of the computer does look very nice, even though it's on the inside.
Yeah, no one's going to see it, but you can appreciate how nice it looks. Now, I do have one big nitpick with this card, and actually pretty much all of the recent NVIDIA cards have this problem, especially the EVGA manufactured cards. They only have one HDMI port.
Yes, and that is an issue because a lot of people do use HDMI out, so one is not necessarily enough.
Yet they have 3 display ports. And I get it, DisplayPort they don't have to pay extra royalties or licensing for. But come on, can't you do 2 and 2? Or even better, it comes with a, is it VGA on it or DVI? I think it's DVI.
Yep, it has a DVI and it has...
So one DVI port. Who is going to run a 980 Ti through DVI? No. Just cut that out. We don't need it. Give us another HDMI port, please.
And talking about DVI, they also include in the box a DVI to VGA adapter.
Because I really want to run this thing with VGA.
It's not a problem, but we need some more HDMI. And it also does include the cables that you need for power on the inside of the PC.
So you can connect your GPU to your power supply. And that's something to point out. If you're planning on buying a GTX 980 Ti, make sure you have a powerful enough power supply. At minimum, your power supply needs to be 600 watts.
Yes. And in the box, they also include a little metal badge so you can tell everybody what you have in your PC.
Can I see this?
Yeah.
These things, they're garbage. First of all, it's really tacky looking when people have a whole bunch of stickers and doodads on their PCs. I get the purpose of them. It's to remind someone what they have inside their system without having to go inside. Well, if that's the case, if that's what EVGA wanted to do, why wouldn't they put the card number on the sticker? So now, all I know is it's something by EVGA. So these really are just meant for EVGA branding, and they're really not that cool. So, oops.
And a nice little conveniency factor in the box is they have a install disk for your drivers. So you can get your card started and then you can go online through its the driver software and install it and get the most
recent software?
Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
So the issue with this I see is so many PCs nowadays do not include CD or DVD drives anymore. It's almost pointless. It's not quite at that point, but it's getting close. So I see what you just pulled out.
Yes, and it's the least important thing in this box.
This, I like EVGA. I think they make the best cards out on the market, but this really grinds my gears. We have these really, really obnoxious stickers that no one's going to ever use for anything. I've bought several GTX cards from EVGA before, and each one of them, they've gone directly into the trash.
They're so tacky, I wouldn't even give them to a child to say, hey, put this on your t-shirt.
And something even worse.
Oh. This is not what you're buying the card for.
No.
The card is impressive.
The things that we're showing that really don't need to be there. Here's the big one, both literally and figuratively. It's a giant poster.
Yeah, why do we need a poster with a wonderful graphics card?
So if they cut out the poster, the stickers, that little metal sticker for putting on the PC, and maybe even the disc, that's saving $5 to $10 off of the graphics card. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah?
And then the next thing we have is all the paper documents. We have a really surprisingly large manual. I mean, feel that has to be, 80 pages or so?
It's 72.
Oh, that was pretty close. But the thing with it is the same information, just repeated in several different languages. But it's nice to see them actually include a manual, because so many products these days don't, and they just put them online.
Yeah, it tells you how to do SLI, because this is an SLI capable card, and it tells you how to install it, and it has a few troubleshooting things in the back of each section for each language, which is a very nice convenience factor.
And then it also comes with almost a quick start guide, which basically relays the same information but in a shorter manner for those who already know what they're doing.
Yes, it shows a few things about a little bit about each port, what kind of port it is on the back. It's a very nice piece of paper, so make sure not to throw these pieces of paper away.
Yeah, I always save all the printed materials that come with my graphics cards, except for the posters and the stickers. Those I can do without.
So when it comes to all the things that this graphics card can do, for us, what would we be doing with it?
Well, we're going to be using them primarily for our video editing rigs. We have several workstations that we're actually doing other unboxing videos for. Check that out right here. It's right here.
Right here.
Yep, right there. And what they are, they're very powerful computers with very powerful processors, but they're missing graphics processors, which is what this is here for. So we put them in there, and they're going to be able to help us do much better video editing and get videos out much faster so we can keep producing more content on all of our different channels and shows.
Yes, it'll help with the rendering speed very much.
So if you guys enjoyed this unboxing video, make sure to check out our other unboxing videos. But before you check out all the other videos, you should leave us a comment and tell us what you thought of this unboxing. Tell us what you thought of the GTX 980 Ti. And what else should they do?
They should subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a like. Well, I'm Jacob.
And I'm Darian.
And we will see you guys next time.